Some big news for
my fellow Americans.
I've seen your comments whenever we're talking about the changes to the Shadow Europe side. What about America, you ask? And is what I say. Well, we finally have some announcements, and it's my great pleasure to recap some of this news for you. So if you haven't seen the announcement already, the big news is that the newly announced tiers will be available in the US. So starting us off nicely, Shadow Boost will be available to new customers from March the 12th at a ridiculously reduced price of $11.99 a month for the annual plan or $14.99 a month for the monthly plan. A serious reduction from the previous price of $25 for the annual plan and $34.95 for the monthly plan. So this is still the same boost specification that we know and love and we've talked about already on this channel. No changes to that just because it's in the land of the free and the home of the Whopper. So this is extremely convenient if maybe you were somebody who was looking forward to GeForce Now before the games disappeared. Or maybe you're somebody who's particularly salty about having to pay $10 a month for Stadia Pro. So this price reduction for a great specification fully Windows 10 Cloud PC could not have come at a better time. For existing users, the situation is kind of the same as the EU. The functionality to migrate over to the new Boost tier isn't quite finished, and they are estimating that this will be ready by the end of March, and it will be available to you in your Shadow account page on the Shadow website. So you just head over there once the announcement comes out that you're ready to migrate. And this is a true proper migration as well. There's no like hard factory resets and data backups or anything. It's all of your data, all of your settings, moved over to the brand new tier. Next, to much of our surprise, I think, the Ultra and Infinite tiers will be available in the US this year. I know there was a lot of speculation sort of in the Discord and Reddit about America being like a full year behind on these tiers. So it's with great pleasure I get to say that. Again, similar to the EU, the increased specification for Ultra and Infinite are currently being developed in the US data centers. So I think we've learned from the past that exact dates are slightly dangerous. So they have just come out and said it will be available summer 2020. Now, these changes for Ultra and Infinite will be rolled out slowly. This is both for testing and scaling purposes. So the first data centers to receive it, I believe, will be Chicago and Texas. Yeehaw. So if you're in the US and you're interested in getting the Ultra or Infinite tiers, there will be a link in the description down below to sign up to show your interest and to receive communication when they become available. I'll also leave a link to the brand new Shadow US Discord channels, specifically talking about pre-orders and the new tiers. As we've talked about before, it's the best place to join to be kept up to date with all the latest information. Also on that note, where possible with the rollout of Ultra and Infinite, location dependent, Shadow will be looking to prioritize onboarding of existing members of the community. So yeah, being signed up to all the things can't hurt. But wait, there's more. As of March 12th, Shadow will also be available across the land of America. That's right, regardless of which state you're in. After a period of testing and performance monitoring, Shadow are confident enough that even the states without a dedicated data center in that state, they're happy with the performance and happy to roll it out nationwide, coast to coast. So these states without a dedicated data center are being referred to as Explorer states. And the only difference is when you're signing up and you choose a state which is classified as an Explorer state, you'll get a little extra piece of information just letting you know that you are being classified as an Explorer state. But what that also means is if the experience and the performance isn't quite up to what you were expecting, you get 14 days to get a full refund, which just means if you haven't been signed up before because it wasn't available in your state, there's never been a better time. And selfish plug, there is an affiliate link in the description down below to get $10 off your first month subscription. Come on, America, be cool. Help out the channel. But wait, there's more. Probably the #1 comment I see from you Yanks, and I've never felt more British than saying that right now.
Yes, quite. Ripping good love.
Yes.
In my comment section, on Shadow's Discord, on Reddit, on Facebook, on Instagram, in their Twitch streams is,
"Dear Tiny Jesus,
we need more storage. And finally, we have an answer to that question. April 2020, extra storage will be available in the US. So again, that will be available for you to claim in your account section of the Shadow website. And similar to how it's been done in the EU, extra storage is available in slices of 256 gig, which is stackable up to 8 times, giving you the potential to increase your extra storage up to 2 terabytes. Each delicious 256 gig slice is available for an additional $2.99 added to your monthly cost. And then just because we usually talk about these two together, additional storage and Shadow Ghost, just to cover off that unfortunately stocks of Shadow Ghost still aren't available in the US with no ETA on their availability at this time. But if you are interested in picking one up and you want to be the first to hear about when they become available, again, links galore in the description below today, but there'll be a link down there for you to sign up to find out when the Ghost becomes available. And I can't believe I'm saying this again.
But wait, there's more.
There were a couple of rumors around this particular feature, specifically around the announcement of the tiers late last year, a couple of early demo prototypes at the announcement event for the tiers. But you, America, you have been chosen to try this feature out for realsies. So yes, in case you hadn't already guessed, we're talking about VR. Applications for the US Shadow VR Exploration Program, which BT dubs sound so cool they should have their own jackets made, opened up on March 12th, and once again, there'll be a link to sign up in the description down below. The current plan is to roll this kind of alpha beta program out in the US around April, so you guys work directly with the devs to help build up this program, and then it will become available in the EU in a second phase in the second part of this year. A couple of requirements. First and foremost, you need to have Shadow. Doy.
I'm not a smart man.
Secondly, you need to own an Oculus Quest headset, which with the previous supply issues and the current situation is easier said than done. And then lastly, just a couple of speed requirements. They're asking participants have a down speed of around about 100 meg, have Wi-Fi with 5 gigahertz capabilities, and then this is just hearsay, but the testing may involve a certain game of the Half-Life variety. From what I understand, this will basically take the form of a dedicated Shadow app available on the Oculus Quest, although during this early testing phase, it may need to be side-loaded on. And the idea is using a virtual desktop type setup, it will let you access your Shadow and then access things like Steam so that you can wirelessly stream high quality PC required VR games. But wait, there's more. No, wait, that was it. But in all honesty, it's a great pleasure for me to be able to share these announcements with you, America. I know from being part of the community, there's sometimes a bit of a consensus that Shadow being a French company, that the US sometimes comes second to the EU. From what I've seen, nothing can be further from the truth, with some of these delays around getting the extra tiers and extra storage being a purely technical challenge, and as you can imagine, on a much larger scale. So that's it from me. If you're in the US and you're excited about this news, give the video a like and let me know in the comments down below which tier you're going to go for, how much storage you're going to add, and also I'm interested to see how many people are ready and teed up to take part in this VR program. But if you enjoyed the video, a like rating would be appreciated. If you have not already, remember to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.